first ones to come in 1986. And so it was the Diocese of Corpus Christi and Diocese of Laredo were together at that point. So he invited us to come to, and he asked us to be in Laredo because Laredo is all the way at the other end of the diocese, and it was pretty neglected, he said. And so he asked us to come there. So he was the one who welcomed us, and he was the one who ordained me, first of all, deacon, and then priest. And so I was ordained in Corpus Christi, which is a beautiful city to be ordained for the priesthood. So a lot of memories of Bishop Gracida. I was remembering one time there was a ranch that a friend of ours and a friend of his had, and a person, I was going to go out there and spend some time out there just to get away. So I went out to the ranch, but the place with the key was not there. And so I couldn't get in the house. I just said, well, I'll just spend the night in my car. So I was sleeping, and then about 12 o'clock, I was awakened by some lights, and it was Bishop Gracida coming in. He was hunting out there, and he was the one who had the key. And so he didn't get a deer that time, but there was a dead coyote on the fence that he had killed a coyote. So, but the thing I especially remember about Bishop Gracida was that at that point, this was in 1989, Rex Moses was leading Operation Rescue. And I know Operation Rescue has been very controversial because sometimes it's done different ways, but Rex was in Austin leading it, and I think doing a tremendous job there. But then he moved his operation to Corpus Christi because he said it was very important for him to have the support of a bishop. And Bishop Gracida was one thing that's very striking about Bishop Gracida, and you see it now, is he's very courageous and bold and speaking out, was really leading, and there's a lot of bold action that they were taking in the pro-life movement. And Bishop Gracida made Corpus Christi really, at that time, a real center and a real beacon for bold, prophetic pro-life action. And I think we're seeing that right now, too, with Bishop Gracida, even all these years later, what he's doing, how he's speaking out, this, like you called him the America's Vigano, and, he's really speaking out very strongly at 101 years old. And he's been doing this for a number of years. And so I think that's the Bishop Gracida that we've known, speaking out so strongly and boldly. And John Paul also asked me and for me, it's always striking the fact that God gave me the grace of being ordained by Bishop Gracida. So I just saw the interview that you did with him not long ago, and with his kind words for our little mission.